Dillian Whyte is on the fight-by-fight basis with Matchroom and Sky Sports. Very smart. I love when fighters do that. Because you know why? They can't say a network is stopping them from taking a fight. Like, we know Canelo can't fight nowhere else. We know Golovkin can't fight nowhere else. We know that Al Heyman is not going to let Errol Spence fight nowhere else. He's taking a tough fight, and he can fight anywhere. Shout out to Barry Hearn, though, man. That was some exciting shit. So what are we gonna talk about, man? What's up with y'all? It's early. It is 7:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This fight right here is taking place July the 20th, 2019, in the O2 Arena. Correct? They are working. There's enough time, especially after Wilder versus Brazil. This could become a WBC eliminator. They are fighting very hard to get Dillian Whyte that shot. They want to go after the WBC. He doesn't want to go after the IBF. He turned down the Pulev fight. See, that's why, he takes tough fights, but you can't feel bad for him for not getting a championship fight. He could have went the WBO route. He could have went the IBF route. He could have even went the WBA route, but he wants the WBC. But see, I have no issue with it because he's fighting tough fights. I see Rivas as a very tough fight, very competitive. Very competitive. The undercard is going to be Dave Allen versus David Price. There's a lot of heart in that fight in regards to both of those fighters. Dave Allen, he's just learning, as Barry Hearn was saying, like to tie his shoes in boxing. He's building. For example, if he was to win, perfect fight for him would be Derek Chisora. Then after that, I try him against Carlos Takam. He's building now. David Price, well, once again, another quote, you don't know when he's going to run out of juice. You don't know when he's going to gas out. And if he starts slowing down at this point in time in his career, instead of getting knocked out, will he pull an Amir Khan? And will he look for a way out? Like I think he did with Sergey Kuzmin. I really think that he was close to being knocked out, and he didn't want to get knocked out. And, but then he fought Gosh Ali or Cannibal Ali, and he got bit. So you got to feel for the man. But the heavyweight division is on fire. And one of the things he talked about, if you didn't see it, I'm not going to rewind it back because we already watched it twice already. You got to rewind back. Is there's a lot of money in boxing. This right now is the golden age, the financial age of boxing. Put all networks together, there is about $1 billion in boxing or close to it, right? When you factor in PBC, right, with Showtime, Fox, they still got that PBC on bounce option, Fox Sports 1, and whenever they do PBC, on ITV. By the way, Wilder Brazil is going to be on Sky Sports over in the UK. Very interesting that they picked it up. That's confirmed, right? I think I saw it somewhere. When you look at ESPN, they have their budget. But see, one thing about ESPN is their budget is unlimited. Because for the right fight, Disney can trickle down some money, say, all right, here we're going to help you. Now, Disney is printing money. Whenever they want to, they can throw down, listen, so that alone. And then you have the Zone. Just giving money out. $100 million. It's been confirmed. Golovkin $100 million. Plus he has like some options with promotional options and shit like that. Golden Boy, from my understanding, just got another $30 million from the Zone to put on Facebook cards and shit like that. They're giving out guaranteed money. So imagine if they would have got Wilder. They would have given Canelo that 365 guaranteed. Golovkin $100 million. Wilder $100 million. It's a lot of money in boxing right now. And it is fracturing the heavyweight division. But 2020, they all got to fight each other. I think that we've reached, just like Game of Thrones last night. And don't start talking about that shit in the chat. We're going to talk about boxing. Like, we've reached a point where In 2020, where can they all go? By 2020, they all got to fight, right? Where can they all go? Purse bid wars are coming. We'll have some more clarity on May the 14th, I believe, is when Pulev has his hearing. Jenny Sushi wants him out of boxing. That's fucked up. When you got a woman trying to destroy your life. Oh, I'm dealing with it. She wants him out. Pulev is like the wild card that IBF shot. What if some crazy shit happened with Wilder Brazil? That shit's heating up. Wilder Brazil's heating up. Y'all not hype? Y'all not hype no more for Wilder? Y'all not hype yet for Wilder Brazil? Then Joshua Ruiz. Eddie Hearn wasn't at this press conference because he's still in L.A. For what? Makes sense that he's still talking to Andy Ruiz, right? Getting that deal finalized. Looks like he just doesn't want to work with Luis Ortiz. They're very pissed off at Luis Ortiz. In fact, in the next stream, we got to make sure I got an interview that I got to watch that he did with Eddie Hearn did with Steve Kim and Mario Lopez, where he was airing them out. They're turning down nobody's riding with PBC right now when it comes to this shit. And it's a shame that as boxing fans and YouTube boxing media, we can't find common ground for, to a lot of YouTube media are aiding in a lot of these fights not happening. It's now, if you've noticed, the politics, and I didn't really want to talk about Spence Crawford yet, but that shit is ridiculous. Now, Spence, look what he's saying. And he knows the obvious, that he can fight Sean Porter, he can fight Keith Thurman, he could possibly fight Pacquiao. And then he's going to have likely 3 belts, and he will. And he has to be the A side. He will have to be the A side over Terrence Crawford. But that's just how boxing is played. That's how boxing is played.